Well, the prime company that we've had for 10 or 15 years is a company called British Bins. We're both a reseller and a designer. It is B2B and B2C. We're running something like 8 or 9,000 invoices a year with a small team. And latterly, we've branched out into other products and projects.
It's covering the whole span, so you're not purely B2B or purely B2C. How have you been running all this up until now?
Spreadsheets, and then with QuickBooks. More than 10 years ago, we moved into Netsuite. Over the last year or two, we've been transferring or initiating a bunch of our products and businesses onto Pakk.
What is it, let's say, that's caused you to look outside the platform that you're currently running? What problems have you been experiencing?
First of all, on NetSuite, it's extremely expensive. The other big problem with NetSuite is it's single brand. So you can't have multiple websites effectively and multiple brands. You'd end up spending massive amounts of money.
One of the things you're really interested in is being able to run these sort of different branches of your business.
Absolutely, and to be able to spin up a new business and a new website and try things out and see what angles work and what doesn't work, it's a phenomenal advantage.
How many are you running on Pakk at the moment?
We're running live 4 or 5 brands. I think we can just do that and experiment with it and see if it works and see how it's going to evolve.
What other systems did you consider? Obviously, your requirements are pretty complex, multi-brand, multi-arm business with wholesale, retail, online sales, offline sales.
Things like Xero and all the various different front ends that bolt onto that, or Sage or QuickBooks. But none of those 3 players, which are the leader in accounting packages, have a very effective ERP system built in or any sort of website front end offering. They're very limited in terms of doing the other bits and pieces we want to do. And we're trying to run quite a large complex business with a small team and patching together various front end selling systems into back-end ERP systems. You're needing 3 or 4 systems. It's just not worth the grief.
You're quite a sizable company, but yet you don't want to devote a lot of manpower to sort of tweaking and micromanaging a software stack built up of different components.
Absolutely. Pakk is built on the latest technology. It's very, very fast. It works well on all the different platforms, and those are evolving and changing very quickly. So Pakk has a massive amount of advantages over most of the other front-end systems, or complete systems. It's not just the front-end systems.
How have you found the implementation? I won't say switchover because it's not really technically a switchover, but how have you found the implementation process so far?
Well, it works really well. First of all, import and export work very, very well, much simpler and more functional than we've found anywhere else. There's a simplicity which is actually really sophisticated.
What do you see will be the biggest advantages that you're going to gain?
Bringing the whole thing up to date and creating a site that's a state-of-the-art selling site. I think that it's going to be relatively quick and relatively simple to get that set up. It's going to give us significant advantage in terms of a platform for the future. Pakk's moving forward very quickly in design, which is excellent.
And how do you plan to do it in terms of how much you are going to do, your team are going to do, and how much you'll ask of the Pakk team? You're quite a sizable company, but you're actually planning to do all the implementation yourselves, you and your team.
There's absolutely no need to hire an internal implementation team like NetSuite does, or a partner implementation team. And those things are phenomenally expensive.
You don't have to have a hugely technical background to be able to do this, right? It's not, it's more of like a semi-technical.
You have to have a pretty clear view of what you want and where you're going, and what features you need to make, first of all, a good selling site, and then a good site for administering the business.